Adela y Adrián, los chicos de la tienda que no debe ser nombrada. Y nada, desearos hoy felices Pascuas, daros las gracias a todos los que nos habéis venido en estas mini vacaciones.
Que han sido un montón. Unas esperas muy largas en la puerta, lo sentimos, sí. Pero queremos hacer las cosas bien.
Sí, es lo que nos toca vivir y bueno, hoy intentamos agradar a todo el mundo, hoy y todos los días.
Y recordaros que el lunes estamos en nuestro horario habitual, porque en muchos sitios es festivo y nos preguntasteis, estamos allí.
Correcto.
Pues hoy vamos a hacer una entrevista especial.
Sí, pero antes, ¿qué te apetece un poquito de esencia de unicornio?
Perfecto.
Así acabamos.
Sí.
El refresco.
Y abrimos otro.
Pues, como estaba diciendo Adela, hoy vamos a entrevistar a un actor, Spencer Wilding. Es un actor galés muy conocido por interpretar personajes grandes, imponentes, y entre sus trabajos...
Porque mide más de 2 metros.
Sí. Y entre sus trabajos, aparte de haber hecho 2 películas en Harry Potter, Prisionero de Azkaban y creo La Orden del Fénix, ha hecho Men in Black,
Fast and Furious, Guardianes de la Galaxia,
Linterna Verde, Doctor Who,
Batman Begins,
Furia de Titanes,
Star Wars.
Tiene una larga carrera de películas así de acción, muy chulas.
Y bueno, hemos seleccionado las preguntas que nos mandasteis, escogimos, las más interesantes,
sí,
para que él nos cuente más. Y la entrevista es en inglés.
Es en inglés, sí. Así que...
practicar vuestro inglés.
Sí.
Pues vamos a ver si ya está.
Muy bien, intentaremos contactar con Spencer. A ver si... aquí... ¿qué nos cuenta hoy?
A ver si va mejor que el...
Hi.
Hi, Spencer.
Amigos.
Hello.
How are you? You okay?
Yes, and you?
Very well.
Great.
Do you speak Spanish?
No. Amigos, a lot. That's it.
Okay.
So, I apologize for my not knowing Spanish too well. But I do love Spain, and I love Spanish people, so I feel good.
Great. Well, welcome, Spencer. Thank you for collaborating with us.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure having you with us.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Yes. We received a lot of questions. We've selected the best.
Great.
So we're going to start, okay?
Yeah, lovely. Can't wait. And hello, everybody out there, by the way. Get your wands ready. Get some magic going.
What did you feel when they gave you the chance of being the werewolf in Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban?
Amazing. It was great because I didn't come from any acting background, so I was a professional kickboxer and a boxer. But I went into the kickboxing to get myself into the films, right? And it worked. I became the Welsh and British kickboxing champion. I auditioned for several shows, but then I got the opportunity to audition for the werewolf. So, and the rest is magic. What can I say? It all worked. Myself and Marnix van der Broek played the character. And it was great. And then I did Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, and then played the Harry Potter werewolf there. And then I played, I doubled Hagrid in 5, and then I played one of the Knights in Deathly Hallows Part 2. And I played Greyback and Death Eater in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So I'm very much involved with the Harry Potter family.
Yes, you are. Yes. You had another role as the Death Eater, like you just told us.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how you got that role?
Again, it was I auditioned for it,
Yes.
And originally I was supposed to play Greyback, but then he asked me would you be interested in playing the Death Eater as well? Originally it was just a stunt guy who was going to do the Death Eater, so we both shared that credit. Me and Steve, so I did the acty bits, and Stevie did the stunty bits. you know, when he was getting thrown about and stuff like that. So it was awesome, you know. And the masks we used as well were off the film, you know, so it was quite a big thing.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes. And was it difficult being Hagrid's double?
Well, how I got that there, they rang me up as a production. I was actually fighting in like 4 days' time against the world champion. So I had tunnel vision, you know, and they said the guy that normally does the full shows, all the shows, doubling Hagrid, he wasn't available for a few days, so he said, could you come in and give us a help? You know, and I said, yeah, I was helping the stunt team out, and for sure. So I helped them out for a couple of days, but you know, Daniel was on set and stuff. But I was so tunnel vision from a fight. Although, you know the scene where Hagrid's friends came over? They're all the giants.
Yes.
And one of them picked up a Marnie.
Yes.
And there's a reverse shot going, now put her down. You know, that was me in the suit, you know, from a reverse shot. So that was my little help, you know. But it was awesome. You know, it was great for the Harry Potter family to ask me to come over and help them out. You know, it's magical.
Yes. You enjoy doing it?
I love it. Very passionate about my work. Very passionate.
Well, that's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, the Harry Potter, it was my first ever role. And to be working with all the kids and grown up to be fantastic actors and just great people. And I stayed grounded in it. You know, I've worked on several shows with them 10 years later. You know, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Which other character would you like to play in Harry Potter?
Ooh, that's a good question. I've never been asked that before. Who would I like to have played? I would have loved to have played Greyback in the film. My good friend Dave Legino played the character, who's passed away now, God rest his soul. But he was a good friend of mine. But I would have loved to play Greyback, you know. I would have brought it just like Dave did, you know. So it was great to play Greyback in the video game Harry Potter Wizards Unite, you know, and I'm sure Dave helped me get that role from above, you know. So yeah, that's probably with the character I'd like to have played.
That one. Oh, okay.
Spencer, are you a Harry Potter fan?
I am. I'm not a die-hard fan, but I do like watching the films. Yeah, you know what I mean. The original, you know, my favourite one is Prisoner of Azkaban, obviously. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, so I do like. Yeah, it's great because we were all a lot younger then, and we grew up with the films. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's cool, and I love
when you watch them. You feel like kids.
Yeah, of course you do. It's a very, very clever made film, and it's for all the family, and it's just brilliant to be involved in such an amazing production. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which is your which Howard house which Howard house we do belong?
I don't know. A lot of people say, "Oh, you should be Slytherin." Probably Slytherin. You know, because I bring the darkness a little bit, and they're a bit on the dark side, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
Somebody's put on here Voldemort.
Voldemort. Yeah. I could play a bit of him. Yeah. The darker the character, the more interesting my character gets. You know, when they bring me into these dark characters, because I'm very in the light in the real world, but my character's very dark, so I like to feel that as well. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which is your favorite character of Harry Potter films?
Got to be Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, okay. I've got a soft spot for Dan. You know, I love Dan. He's a beautiful soul, and we've met plenty of times. You know, and he's just always beautiful with me, and it's nice. You know.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about being the werewolf, Fenrir Greyback, and Defender in the Harry Potter game?
Could I tell you? So sorry, I didn't understand it. So can I tell you about the Harry Potter game or?
Yes, the two characters you are in the Harry Potter game. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it was playing Greyback. The soul and presence of Greyback came to me, and he's a very menacing character. And then, but he's got a completely different feel from the Death Eaters, you know, because they're more creepy, you know. Obviously, the Greyback's more predator as such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we filmed that in Lisbon. So, and then, I've done several shows over there. So, but it was just, it's such a cool makeup character as well. Where is he? Let me have a look. This guy here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
He's very scary. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he's good. He's cool.
If I saw him in the street, I'll run.
Right.
Did you meet J.K. Rowling?
I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did. Because I was working when I was working on the Harry Potters. I was with Amani, Rupert, and Alan Rickman, with the kids and Alan Rickman. That's where my scenes were. So I was just in with them all the time.
With them, okay. Would you like being part of Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah, I'd like to whatever character that they give me. Then I'd like to be part of that because I like to play all these different characters anyway. Because I've done like 50 odd characters now in the films. And everyone's got a different sort of presence, So a new character, I've got several characters new characters to come out that we've filmed on stuff. Can't tell you the shows, but some very interesting characters coming out in the near future.
Okay. You did an important role in Darth Vader.
Yeah.
For Star Wars.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Well, you probably know who Darth Vader is, right? We all know who Darth Vader is. So it was several auditions to get the part because obviously they went around the world. They didn't want just some tall guy to go into the suit because and two of us play it, me and Daniel Napruce. Dan did some scenes, I did some scenes, and to just don the suit. It's iconic, and it's just I don't see it as I'm Darth Vader. I look at the character as Darth Vader. I was just lucky enough to them to use my body and the Emperor to ask me to be, play their baby.
And how did you feel the first time they put the suit on?
Like a big kid. You know what I mean? But obviously, I was laughing, but going to the dark side is always interesting. But he's got an amazing presence, Darth Vader. Very, very strong character.
Yes.
And he demands his respect. When he's on set, you really get why he's so iconic bad guy. Because he does, the set goes deadly quiet when he walks on.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's amazing. Amazing character to play.
Okay.
You were White Walker in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Did you like doing that?
Yeah, but because I was the first White Walker on the first series before nobody knew how big, Game of Thrones was going to be. So when Connor asked me to come in to play one of these White Walkers, would you play him? They asked me to play him. I said, yeah, for sure. So it was myself. Ian White's 1. I'm number 2. So it's just a character's name: White Walker 1, White Walker 2. And yeah, I absolutely love playing that character. Yeah, and it's all these years later how amazing the show is and how great the show is all around the world. So I feel very privileged to play a White Walker.
Do you like the series? Have you watched it?
I've never seen it. Only one my ep. That's it. I know. I'm terrible. I'm sorry to fans out there, but it's literally one of them. It's like if I wanted to watch that show now, I'd have to lock myself in a room for a year to catch up. So it's one of them, like a lot of shows out there being on. But I just like to play the character, move on, and just watch my episode and hear good things about it. Do you know what I mean?
It was a very good series. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
And the White Walkers are very scary when they come. Yeah.
Well, they're a killing race, aren't they?
Yeah. How was it doing the scene with Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern?
Yeah, great. So you're on about Kilowog.
Yes.
Kilowog, yeah.
Then so it's weird because I had a phone call and then a phone rang. But I had a phone call from a stunt coordinator called Gary Powell, and he asked me to go over and help out with the character over in New Orleans. So I flew over there, and I was put on stilts. Obviously, it's a motion cam suit with markers on it. But this character, Kilowog is probably one of the greediest characters for energy. Because Kilowog is like half a ton, and he's like a 9 foot, Green Lantern. And that's on stilts. So when I go into the character, like, welcome to Rick and Wall and Wall, you know what I mean? He would drain you. He would drain you because you were such a big character and presence. He'd drain you, and then they'd go cut, and you're like, ooh. And then you go again. He was greedy with the energy. Do you know what I mean? But to be on a Green Lantern film, it was awesome. To play such an iconic character with the DCs, Kilowog. Mm-hmm. It's great. Yeah. I feel very blessed and lucky. And I got to live in New Orleans for 4 months as well, so it was beautiful.
Yeah.
DC films, Marvel films, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How did you get the role as Mean Guard in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Right, wait there, let me get a bit. So you mean this guy?
That
yes.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I originally, if you're watching who answer that question, the original character I was supposed to audition for, do you remember the scene when they go, take him down to the showers, abusers to clean up the blood down there? That character I was supposed to audition for, but I didn't. They gave me the Mean Guard. It worked out better for me anyway because he's a great character. But I auditioned for that one instead. So I didn't read too good when I was a young lad. Yeah, I'm very dyslexic, but now I'm okay. So when I used to read comics, didn't read them. I just looked at the pictures, So mm-hmm. I didn't know much about Guardians of the Galaxy. I remember going to the premiere with my mum. I said, "Mum," because it was very secretive, the scripts these days. You'll get past your scene, and that's it. Normally, we get a full script, we can read through the scripts, but it's very rarely you get a full script anymore. You just get given your scenes because obviously they don't want it leaking out, which is only right because things get leaked out. So I was saying to my mum at the premiere, I said, "Mum, I'm in a film called Guardians of the Galaxy. it's only like a 1 minute scene, it's a 1 minute scene, and I electrocute a guy called Star-Lord. I take his Walkman, and then he comes back and takes his Walkman back off me, hits me over the head." I went, she goes, "It's all right, son, you're in another film, blah, 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 blah." So when I seen the opening scene, which was a very, very powerful scene, it touches all our soul, because we've all got somebody in the family who knows somebody with cancer, So it's such a sad scene where his mum was passing. And then I looked and I went, "It's the Walkman." So I just knew straight away, wow, it's going to be a powerful scene because of the Walkman. Then I got onto it, and then I said to my mum, Mum, it's a really, really good scene though. It's only one of them. And then I changed it. Yeah, it's funny. But it was awesome to be on another Marvel film, because I did Marvel Ghost Rider 2 as well, Spirit of Vengeance. I was on that show as well. So it's good to play a Marvel, because the Marvel family, again, they're like a Harry Potter family, the Game of Thrones family, the Doctor Who family. They're just beautiful, beautiful families. So it's great.
So many families.
Yeah. A lot. Yeah.
You meet Stanley. How was that moment?
To meet Stanley?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I shared the lift going up to his floor. We had a little chat in the lift, and I was sat quite close to him at the comic, because I was at MegaCon in Orlando. Mm-hmm. And I remember because he must have had 2,000 people in his queue all day long, massive queue. So there was no way people were queuing up and not even get to see him over the weekend. But I said to the floor managers, I said, "What are the chances of me getting to see Stan Lee?" He said, "Spen will get you in, don't worry." So he goes, there's no selfies, you only get a professional photo op. I said, yeah, no problem at all. So as soon as I walked in, I got my phone out and I pinched a selfie. All right, stand bang on selfie. And I had my little, my professional photo with him as well. So it was like, he's an iconic guy, man. He's created near enough all my characters I've played. So it was such a privilege to be in his presence, you know. God rest his soul, it was beautiful to meet him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
In your long career,
yep.
Can you tell us your best moment, your best memory?
Oh, you know, people say to me, who's your favourite character, who's this, who's that? Because I'm so... I love the film world. When I go to a set, when I go to a film, it feels like I'm at home. It's such a special moment. So just walking into the studios is just a moment for me. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people get, you know, that it's work, blah, 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 we do our work. That's it. It's not for me. It's special for me. Really special. You know, because I got in, how I got in was, you know, it's crazy how I got in. I didn't come through no acting college. It's part of my path, and my gods upstairs helped me get in, you know, so it's a special moment. And you know what? I love meeting all the great actors out there. I've got not a bad word to say about anybody. It's all positive for me. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful family, the film world. It really is. And that's my special thing.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell us about your next project?
Unfortunately, I can't, you know. So I'm a professional actor. So
okay.
I would never shout out to get that 2 minutes of glory for myself. That's why I keep on working. Once we sign them confidentiality contracts, lips are sealed. You know?
There will be new things.
There will be new things.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
That's all you can say. Perfect.
That's all I can say. But watch this space. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be some good things coming out.
Right. So we'll be watching.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been to Spain?
I have. Yeah. My dad's got properties in Spain. I did a little Comic-Con over in Spain. I did filming in Spain in Ronda. You know Ronda?
Yeah.
Where the first bull ring was. So I did an advert there in Ronda over 10 years ago for the Super Bowl in America, right? For Gatorade. So do you know the show Monty Python?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, it was a spoof from Monty Python, and I was one of the hecklers on top of a castle that in the advert. So I'll tell you the story about the advert in a minute. But I was the guy that was going, "Women do not belong in a man's quest, and here's the pony." You know, it was like that. But when I was filming on the reshoots over in LA, and it was 2010, something like that, when the Super Bowl was on. And I was saying to some of the stunt guys I was with, I said, "Have you anybody seen this advert yet for Gatorade in the Super Bowl?" We went, no, we haven't seen it. So we ended up in a bar down by Ocean Del Rey, down there. And they had like a 10-foot TV screen. And then we were having a few drinky boos, and it was about 4 hours into the old drinky boos. And then all of a sudden, all the stunt lads turned around and went, "Hey, Spen, you're on telly!" And it turned round, and then my character was on telly, and I was like, "Whoa!" It was a good timing, you know what I mean? So I got to see it with all the lads and had a few drinks, and it was a good night.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, that's all the questions.
Oh, beautiful. Good questions. I really enjoyed them, guys.
Yes. Well, we hope you can come one day to Coruña, to our shop.
I will be there, for sure. And hopefully we can make a beautiful weekend out of it. Maybe we can do some, maybe if I come up here a little bit early, we can visit some schools. Because I like to go and see the kids in the schools and raise some money for them. I'm all about the children. You know, I like to do good things for the kids. So we can get our heads together and we'll sort something out.
Yes, if the situation gets a bit better,
there you go. Yeah. There you go.
Keeping in contact.
Yeah. I've been running on the beach today on the sand dunes, and I'm burnt. I've got sunshine. So I'm not normally this red guy. You know what I mean? I'm like burnt. So so we don't really get much sunshine in North Wales. So when we do, we're like, everybody's like, "Oh, burn me quick, sunshine!" You know. But it's funny. Yeah.
Well, here there's a lot of sunshine and beach.
I know. I love Spain. I've got friends in Torremolinos. Gary's got bars there, and I've got friends over there. Von, everybody. I just love Spain. I do. I really love it, and I hope everything sorts itself out when we can get back to normality. And I just want to say to all the families out there: keep safe, keep well, do what you got to do to keep safe, and kids, follow your dreams, never give up, do well in school, and keep fit. And get your magic wands out.
Yes.
You live in Wales?
Yes, North Wales.
In North Wales, okay.
Yeah, where Snowdonia is, on all the mountains, beautiful. We've got the seaside and the mountains that meet each other. So it's beautiful, yeah.
Cold? Yeah.
You know, but Wales is a lot of rain, it's a bit of cold, well, a lot of cold, but we're used to it. I like a bit of cold, I like a bit of warm, I like a bit of rain, I like a bit of dry. I like all sorts of weathers.
All different?
Yeah.
Okay.
You recommend?
Recommend North Wales? 100%. Yeah. If you get the chance to come to North Wales is one of the most beautiful places in the country. In the world, shall I say. You know, because you go up into Snowdonia Range, it's untouched by man, it's just little paths, and you've got lakes, and it's just gorgeous, and the beaches, and the people are beautiful, you know, you'll hear the Welsh language, so it's very nice.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to see when this gets better if we can get there one day.
Come over, I'll look after you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll feel safe with you, yeah.
You'll definitely be safe.
Yeah.
I use the force.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
For your time and for answering all the questions.
Yeah, lovely. We'll do it again sometime next year when we've got some films out. We can talk about some other stuff.
Yes, talk about new stuff, and we'll be in contact. Okay.
Right, well, I'm following you now, guys, so I'll follow your paths. Right?
Thank you.
Yes, we'll take care. You and your family.
Yeah, and you. You take care.